Now, ladies, don't you think there is always more to learn about women's wellness? It is an endless topic. I'm Jojo Struys, and I am excited to share that HealthyHER is a video series dedicated to empowering women with the essential tools and vital information to prioritize their health and well-being. So we are here to celebrate women from all walks of life, their strengths, their achievements, their resilience. And we will be joined by medical experts and specialists from Sunway Medical Centre Velocity. And I have with me today Dr. Elyana Noordin.
Hi, thank you, Jojo. Hi, everyone.
And Dr. Farah Leong Rahman.
Hello, hi.
And both of them are consultant OhanaJo specialists. So we want to dive right into the topic of how do you maintain a healthy and comfortable intimate area. So beautiful ladies and doctors, I wanted to ask you, what is a common misconception on maintaining intimate health in this area? And what have you encountered in your practice?
Many women, they think that they have to actually use products to clean the vagina in order to ensure that it's really clean, and it's not normal to have like odor, or it's not normal to have discharge. Well, in fact, we must understand that our vagina, it's a self-cleaning organ, meaning that it cleans its own, with their own natural secretions. So by using all these harsh product, chemicals, it can actually disrupt the harmony between the good and bad bacteria.
Yes. And actually, Jojo, people think that the vagina has to be nice smell, wangi.
Exactly. But it's not, right?
Yeah, it doesn't have to. I mean, like,
right, so it's just got natural smells and all these secretions that actually clean itself without you needing to use any products.
Right.
The human body is just so intelligent, and I love what you said, that it really is an organ that just cleans itself. So, we don't need to worry so much about, products, and I like that. Let's just keep it real, keep it natural.
It's simple.
Exactly. Well, Dr. Elyana, I wanted to ask, what are the signs and symptoms that may indicate that there is an issue with intimate health in that area?
Okay, I'm sure most of women out there know what are the symptoms. I think all of us, to some extent, have had like problem with the intimate area. So the most common symptoms are itchiness, heavy discharge, or depending on problem, sometimes pain as well.
Yeah, I think if someone or any woman who feels that they're not comfortable or there's something going on, go and seek advice, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, so would you say that it would be good to seek medical advice if you've got heavy discharge and you are uncomfortable and itchy?
Yes and no. So usually the way I explain to many women out there, like Dr. Farah said earlier, the vagina is a, like self-cleaning organ. Okay, so the way to imagine it, let's say you have like flu, runny nose, you will have it for a few days, and often it goes away by itself. But until it becomes heavier, more fever, people tend to seek medical advice. Same like down below, is an organ that can deal with its problem. I would say, the discharge, the itchiness, and often it shouldn't last more than 2 days really, and the symptoms shouldn't be as bad, because then the body will clear itself as long as you are healthy. But if the symptom persists and the symptoms become worse, yes, you can get help.
Got it. So we're looking at maybe, 2 days. If it's third day, maybe then, there could be an issue.
Yeah, true. I wouldn't put a number to that. I mean, like, I've got discharged today and I count, 1 day, 2 days.
Yeah, exactly.
But often, if you realize you got discharged, then by the time you want to seek medical help, you realize it's no longer there. So you know that your body had healed itself. So that's what I mean by that.
Well, I think it's comforting to know that, just because you've experienced discharge, to not, freak out or be too concerned, because it might just balance out on its own. Right. So just monitor it. Dr. Farah, what are your views on douching and using scented feminine hygiene products? And are there any safe alternatives?
I think vaginal douching just means flushing out or cleaning the vagina with water. And many women believe that douching actually helps to clean the vagina and prevents all this odor from coming. But in fact, many studies have shown, or even gynecologists think that douching is actually not necessary. Women do not need to flush or cleanse the vagina. Yeah, because I think back to what we've started, because vagina is a self-cleaning mechanism. It helps to clean everything like menstrual blood, after sex, or bodily fluids on its own. So douching is not necessary. So in fact, I think if you douche regularly, what happens is it disrupts the harmony between the good and the bad bacteria, right? Yeah. And that allows the bad bacteria to multiply and causing all this infection, discharge, inflammation, irritation. So I think all the problems start there.
Yeah.
Wow, I mean, this is very interesting because it's almost as if the more you are trying to attend to it, you're doing more than you need. It's like just let it be because it can already handle itself.
Exactly. So just to add on what Dr. Farah had said, actually when you start douching, it can cause irritation, like you say, and it can cause skin break and kill the lactobacilli, which is the good bacteria. And in the end, it will cause more damage. So usually women will complain they've got discharge and then they start using like soap or wash, and then they realize their symptoms actually got worse. Is that because the skin integrity become like reduced and then more harm to the vagina?
Wow, so less is more. If natural hygiene products are not really even needed, well, what are the safe alternatives to keep this area clean?
I think keeping it simple is very important. And we advise women to just wash their intimate area or the surrounding area with just water. Yeah. So you just...
Not even soap?
No. Yeah, this is actually quite a good question because many of us think that we really have to clean with soap, scented wash.
And have to be wangi.
Yes, but it's actually not true. Yeah. Just
I'm
water.
actually surprised to hear this. So just water, you don't even need soap, really?
No.
Wow.
Remember auto-cleaning organ.
Yeah. I think because soap, all these harsh chemicals, they do have products inside that can actually disrupt the lactobacillus, the good bacteria inside. Yeah, so our pH levels get worse, and this can all be like the start of all this infection and inflammation.
I don't think I realized the extent of this, that, actually even water is sufficient. And I suppose even with underwear, it would be good to use organic material.
Yep. We encourage women to use cotton underwear and avoid synthetic material.
Exactly. And make sure it's not too tight.
Yeah, wear loose-fitting clothes, skirts and everything.
Like grandma.
Right, and of course, with cotton, it's also more breathable material, so it makes sense. So I wanted to ask you, Dr. Elyana, what are the key factors that can upset the natural microbiome of vaginal health,
So one have to remember, the most important thing for our intimate area is the lactobacilli level. So lactobacilli is there to actually protect the vagina. So for you to easily remember, so anything that can disrupt the balance of the lactobacilli and other microorganisms that will make you more prone to have infection. So for instance, key factors, general health of the female is important. Good sleep, good food, so that you have a healthy amount of lactobacilli. So for instance, if you are down with flu, stress, or any other medical condition, you'll be put on medicine. So that in itself can harm the lactobacilli. Then the level goes down, then women tend to get more infection with that. So the key point is lactobacilli. So whatever disrupt that will cause infection.
And though we are talking about the intimate area, it sounds like all the other areas of your life really play a crucial role. Enough sleep, the right diet, exercise to maintain that balance.
Don't focus just there. When women come to us for recurrent infection, often we focus on that particular area, but the other problem should be addressed as well. Stress, for instance, it can cause hormone imbalance. Actually, lactobacilli feed on estrogen. Is that true?
Yeah, correct.
So if your estrogen level goes down or change, then there may not be so many lactobacilli. Then our immunity, the protective mechanism at the vagina goes down. Then all the bacteria can come and cause infection. Yeah.
But I think when you mentioned about lactobacilli, that our vagina is in like a bit of acidic environment,
yes,
right?
yes.
I do encounter a lot of women actually think that, oh, okay, so if it's in an acidic environment, why don't I get something like acidic wash? Like, can I wash with vinegar, baking soda? Because it's acidic, isn't it?
Boric acid.
Yeah,
or even
but
that.
no, I think we should just leave it as such. Do not use any acidic products to clean. It will just clean on its own.
Exactly.
Right.
I think like Jojo mentioned earlier, less is more. Like literally, less is more.
Keep it simple, that's it.
Right, and I think the acidic environment, it might even be aggravating it with acidic products because it was already acidic, right?
Correct.
Yes.
So Dr. Farah, it sounds like vaginal discharge is actually normal, but when is it considered not normal?
Okay, so vaginal discharge, most women and girls will have vaginal discharge. And vaginal discharge is actually produced, and it actually helps to moisturize the vagina, to helps to lubricate, to ensure that it is not dry. Okay, so vaginal discharge is normal. But when your discharge becomes abnormal, meaning that I think you've mentioned earlier, if it's abnormal color, green, yellow, if it's pinkish, it's smelly or fishy smell, it causes itchiness, that's when probably you may have an infection. But otherwise, if you have discharge day to day and if it's not disturbing you, it's normal. I think also discharge varies among our menstrual cycle.
True. Yeah.
We start off getting thin white discharge, and when we reach ovulation, our fertile period, our discharge will be thicker and it's like an egg white consistency, right?
Right, so then it's nothing to be concerned about to be experiencing discharge, and it might even depend on at what point in the cycle you're at.
Yeah, very true. I think I said earlier, if you notice a discharge, but by the time you realize it's a problem, it's gone, means it's nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, that means nothing to
Yes.
worry about.
Yes, exactly.
Lastly, Dr. Elyana and Dr. Farah, do you have any messages in closing or advice for women on how to maintain this intimate area?
I think many women are still shy and ashamed to talk about vaginal health or sexual health. And when they do encounter these problems, they tend to keep it to themselves or they self-treat, yeah? And this could make things worse. So I think women out there, they shouldn't be shy to talk about it and to see the doctor if it's necessary. And most importantly is to take care of your health. I think you have to start to love yourself, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So my message is pretty simple. In order to have a healthy, intimate area, you have to be healthy generally. So good lifestyle, good food, good sleep, and exercise.
That's right. So it's not one thing, it's all of the above to maintain all below.
Exactly.
So I think if they don't remember all our advice, then I think the most important is keep it simple, less is more.
I'm going to definitely remember this. Less is more. Thank you so very much. Dr. Elyana and Dr. Farah, these are specialists from Sunway Medical Centre Velocity, and we have really learned an incredible amount of invaluable insights on maintaining our vaginal health and intimate areas. Thank you once again for joining us on HealthyHER, a video series dedicated to empower women on the knowledge and insights to prioritize their health and well-being. Stay tuned for the next episode. Bye.
Bye.